Welcome back. Would you?
Wow, look at that.
I
We
know.
have a whole introduction theme video now.
I was so excited to finally get something like this. So,
Wow, so it
no,
was so high tech.
I know we're moving up in the world. Oh man, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Obviously, I'm your host, James. I got Will with me. How was Thanksgiving, man?
It was great. Just spent time with family, been busy with finals and stuff, but I'm finally done. So, yeah, I had a great Thanksgiving though. What about you?
Oh man, I can't complain. Other than I ate too much. I just ate too much. That's the problem. So it was good having time off. Obviously, we took a week off from the show, so we can enjoy the holidays. But how's your gaming been going, man?
Pretty good. So I hit a crazy long win streak where I had like 10 ranked wins in a row or something like that with my friend Mark, who will probably we'll try and get him back on the podcast soon.
Yep.
But yeah, so I moved up all the way to Emerald 2, and then we just kind of started like win one, lose two, lose three, and now I'm back in Emerald 3. And I'm just going to wait now because the season ends in like a day. So that's patch 2.6, which is what today's show is mostly about.
Yep. Today's episode, patch 2.6, emergency episode. This is actually something new that we're going to probably start doing. This way we can show you kind of what we see when we look at the notes and everything. So, do you want to start off with the complaints that we've been hearing about champions? One in particularly?
Yeah, I guess really it's really just Yi. So people have been complaining a ton on the subreddit about Yi, about how he's broken, too much damage, da da da. He can solo Baron. I don't really agree with that. You can't CC him. You can't, and then I guess my response really is just that you can't CC him like if you're bad. But he's just I don't think he's that good late game unless he snowballs really hard. Yi is not that great of a jungle pick in my opinion.
No, I think he's great at abusing low elos who don't know how to position or team fight or crowd control or just deal with him in general. However, when you start
Mhm.
like the emeralds, the diamonds, you start to see him fall off as a pick because he's not as strong. Now, if they are like a one trick where they can go like 13-2 or something like that, then that's a different story. Those are a different breed. But most Yees just it's a trash champion. Don't play it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely agree there. Do I also saw that for a brief moment there you hit Diamond 4.
I'm still Diamond 4, baby. I'm
Oh,
still
you're back to okay. I thought you dropped into Emerald 3 or something. Maybe I was looking at a different account,
yeah,
but
really, yeah,
way to
yeah.
go.
Yeah, thanks, man. It was a long grind. I think I ended up spamming Evelyn to
Hmm.
get there. I think I have an 83% win rate on her, so she's
Oh
absolutely
dang.
busted. But thanks to everybody who continues to listen and provide us feedback. We really appreciate it more than you actually know. We started the YouTube that's grown to 32 subscribers as of today. So if you're listening,
Hey.
so I will link audio. I will link the YouTube link down in the comments or in the comments of this. Come over and subscribe to us and really help us out. All right. Oh, whoops. That's on the screen. So, we actually, I'll go ahead and announce it because Christian said, or Hell said he would already do it. Hopefully I didn't dox him, but that's his name on Twitter. So, we actually have an interview lined up with Hell's Wild Rift. It's been in the talks for a little while, but he wanted to do it on video. That's part of the reason why we switched over to a video podcast as well. So he could have him on the show. Obviously, Hell's Wild Rift is well known in the community. He has like 70,000 subscribers. Will watches a lot of his content because Will's newer to the game. So, what do you have to say about Hell's Wild Rift?
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. I'll do my best not to be weird. I basically learned how to play from him because I started back in like February-ish of this year. So I've only been playing, Rift and League for like about a year. But I've learned basically, I watch all his champion tutorials and stuff, and they're greatly helpful. So I'm very excited to have him on the show. I've
Yeah,
also watched his subscriber count grow like very steadily, all the way up to 70,000. So it's really cool to like watch someone grow from a very, very small channel to being pretty successful at, talking about a video game. So
yeah, he's really humble. He's a really good dude from what I've talked. last time I checked, he was at 68,000. Next thing I knew, he was at 70. So congratulations to him. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Uh,
Absolutely.
so are you still watching the Pro Series at all? Is that old? I don't know.
That's really old. Yeah.
Okay. What did you think of the Horizon Cup?
So the Rising Cup, the DKG team from China won over Thunder Talk, the other China team or team from China, and 4-2 in the finals. And they also DKG beat out Team Secret, like pretty. They had closer, I think, closer fights with Team Secret in the semifinals. But it was really interesting to watch the last couple games. They just play so differently than how I've even ever seen people play. It's very fun to watch.
Absolutely right. I actually wrote an article explaining. I don't know if I linked it to you or not, but what people might need to know about the Horizon Cup, where I went down and just went down the Wikipedia page, took all the basic information for the S tier, A tier tournaments. I think Horizon Cup was the first S tier tournament, and I had DKG in first place. And to be fair, we had a higher chance of China. Well, I don't want to say China, or yeah, China, the Asian area, because the game was released in Asia first. So a lot of them had two teams, whereas North America had one team, Europe had one team, Brazil I think had two teams. But Brazil is a different beast. Shout out to TSM. So they played they played well.
They did good.
So what's coming, man? What's coming in this next patch?
Yeah, so 2.6 comes out December 2nd or December 3rd, depending on where you're at. So it's tomorrow for us right now, but obviously it's probably already out for you. But basically, they're putting in two new champs. They're saying three, but they're counting a Mundo rework as a third champ, which I don't agree that the third person, but whatever. So they're adding though Morgana and Kale. I've played obviously both of these characters in TFT where they're just little pawns, so you don't really see what they do. But I'm very excited for both of them. I know that Kale's really a very strong late game champ, but what do you know more about these champs, James?
So Kale, before she was reworked, she was a heavy AP user, kind of the same way she is now, auto attack, except they completely revamped her kit, which is phenomenal. Late game, she is an absolute monster. If she can get there,
Mhm.
she will shred your whole team with AOE attacks. Morgana is the one that I'm really excited about. Um, she can be played mid lane. She can be played support. She can
Mhm.
be played jungle, and I will play her jungle because she clears so fast with her pool. I can't remember what it's called. It's her W, I believe.
Mhm.
She's really strong. She's got an AOE ultimate, which works, I believe, with Zanya's, which will provide crowd control in the enemy team. So you flash forward into the enemy team, pop your ultimate, and then pop Zanya's, and you'll be fine. She's got a long range bind that lasts forever, greatly paired with Caitlyn traps. So look
Mhm.
at that there. Strong AOE presence for pushing lane in mid lane, so that makes her extremely safe. She is a solid champion with a shield on her third ability that provides immunity to crowd control. So the idea is you would pair her with a hyperscaling champion like Vayne, like Kaisa, something that's going to scale really well but could potentially be hindered by their mobility, and then
Mhm.
pop that on them, let them rip through the enemy team.
Hmm.
Yep, she's
Well, yeah, I'm really excited to see that one then come out because I love playing all the new mid laners. I've been playing Brandon Vigar a bit lately. I've been way worse at Vigar. I don't think he's nearly as good as Brandis at this point in the game. But I
yep.
guess we'll see how Morgana compares whenever she comes out. What's Kale playing? Is she like an ADC then?
You mostly see her top lane and
Okay.
sometimes mid because she's pretty short. Well, she's melee until level her second ultimate, I think, and then she becomes a fully AD champion or a fully ranged champion. Um,
Hmm.
Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure she becomes a
Yeah,
full.
because she does like an evolution thing throughout the game. I was watching some video on her, and they say she like evolves, and her abilities change over the course of the game. So I mean, that'll be interesting to all play through whenever it does get released.
And the last thing about Mundo, so I don't know a lot about his rework, but this is
Mm-hmm.
an interesting segue. So a lot of people would have seen the 16-bit Genesis tag or video in the beginning. We've actually partnered with 16-bit Genesis, so we're not going to change the name, but all social media I've changed it to 16B KDA. They're a up and coming competitive team in North America who I really believe in. That's why I partnered with them. But we were talking, and we were talking about the Mundo rework, how it doesn't really count as a champion because they knew they were going to rework him anyway. So why go ahead and implement him into the game, knowing that the VGU is coming, and then give us a +1 or plus half of a champion?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, no, I agree. It's kind of lame. They, from what I saw his video on it, I think they're adding an ability where he has like an extra ranged attack, I think.
mm, yeah,
And he can ignore like the new items. I think he can like ignore a CC or
oh,
something.
yeah, yeah, that looked really strong, and it gives him health back. I will say I do know that everybody on Reddit was talking about how his corporate Mundo skin will now be a legendary skin, so get it now, but I don't believe you can anymore. Luckily for me, I got it, so we'll see how it goes. I enjoy Mundo.
Yeah, no, he's fun. So I guess we'll see how it pans out whenever they rework him. Maybe he'll be a viable jungle pick again, or
Yeah,
who
I
knows.
mean, he's still strong. He's still a strong.
Mm-hmm.
He just he got nerfed a little bit. That's all. Um,
Yeah.
Up next, we got some new items, and a lot of people are really excited about this one. This is the Banshee's Veil. It provides ability power, magic resist. What the heck's AH?
Ability haste.
Ability haste, blocks vision, passive shield that blocks the first ability. So a lot of your squishy mages are going to build this because they're going to get popped by like a fizz or
Yep.
something like that. If you have Banshee's Veil, that will negate Fizz's ultimate or Annie's ultimate or anything like that and negate the crowd control. It might still. I can't remember if it does the damage or if it negates it completely. Um, but it is a strong item that I definitely will see built into a Fizz.
Yeah, absolutely. That and the Knight of the Edge, so they're basically like kind of the same item, really. They're just one's for like really assassins and the others for mages. So the Knight of the Edge just gives them AD, it gives them like penetration, health. It blocks the vision. It does the shield though, which is from what I saw in the video, it can like block like blitzcrank hooks, just whatever ability hits you all just bounces off you. If you're I saw someone showcasing it was a Zed, and they were running into a Lux, and the Lux hits them with the root, and they just keep running through them and kill her.
Yep, baby, just
And I'm
keep.
like, that is, oh man, that's gonna be so fun.
Something that I would like to see come in is the support items because there's not support items. There really isn't.
Hmm.
Um, we know in League of Legends, support items give gold in a different way than normal. It gives like passive gold based on you kill a minion and you get that gold plus your laner gets that gold, so you save that for your cannon minions. Um,
Hmm.
but we've got the Hextech Mega Drive. It provides healing, shielding, crowd controlling, and will reduce allies' boot enchantment cooldown, which that is strong. That is really strong. Having Zanya's up sooner or barrier up sooner on your boot enchant or teleport even
Hmm.
going to open up the world. Anything that resets or lowers global cooldown times is going to change a lot of things in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that was actually one of the strategies that Mark and I were using that got us on that like 10 game win streak. Is he would just get teleport, and I was playing TF, so we would just ult in together at the same time. And if you have something like that where you could, reduce the cooldown and have like multiple people teleporting quickly like that,
Yep,
that could be quite a game changer if played right.
sure.
You'd have to have built right, but yeah.
It's going to make the champions with the global ultimates like Galio, TF a lot stronger. Um,
Hmm.
Next up, we've got the Ixtali Seed Jar. You can pick up the Honey Fruit, Vision Seed, or Bomb Seed and replant it later. That's going to be amazing. I don't know how it's going to affect the game, but it is going to be crazy.
Yeah, I saw. So there's some videos where people were on the video, the news release they had. Someone planted it behind a jungle wall, and like 2 or 3 people got on the other side of the bomb, and they just used it to hop a wall that someone just picked up a seed for. So I'm like, this is. I hope that people take their time to figure this out, because I do not want to get ganked by like 3 people and a bomb seed. Like, this is gonna be bad. But I also feel like it's gonna take a while for people to figure out how to use these things, because I mean, it's brand new to the game. So like, who knows? I mean, I feel like picking up a honey fruit and dropping that off is incredibly useful too.
Oh yeah, that's something
So
your supports roaming to mid lane if they can pick it up and carry it to them. That'd be great. Especially
yeah,
like TF where you. I wonder if you'll get the passive gold. Yeah, you should. If you have the honey fruit passive active uh,
mm-hmm.
in your masteries or whatever it's called. Um, So ranked changes and rewards. We are being gifted 5 bands in ranked. Ranked coins let you buy old skins that you might have missed out on, like Glorious Tryndamere. I was so mad because I started playing a lot of Tryndamere top lane, and then I was like, "This is the best skin. Why can't I get it?" And then I found out that you could only get it from like season 1 of ranked,
Yep.
and it wasn't even out in North America. So I was pissed, but
Mm-hmm.
glad we get the opportunity to do this. And this season's ranked reward is Glorious Oriana, which is also another lovely. These skins are phenomenal. The Lulu one was good. I like the little unicorn that Pix was. What
I
do you?
like the Jinx one. The Oriana one looks cool. All the glorious ones have looked very cool.
Yeah,
I have no complaints about any of that. The only one that I will say looks dumb is on this new pass. Have you seen it? The Shyvana, Hexplora Shyvana.
I thought it looked dope.
I thought it looked kind of dumb.
Well, at first it showed the dragon coming in, so I thought it was Aurelian Soul, and then it was Shyvana. I was like, oh, okay. I thought it looked cool though, but that's just
I just thought her human form, or like her non-dragon form, just looks kind of silly.
yeah.
But I guess that's what all of the Hexplorers sort of look like. So,
I gotcha. So, what other skins are we seeing added? We're
they're
getting
doing the
oh,
Crystal Rose ones, which basically people have been making fun of as the Disney champs. They all just look literally like Cinderella. Like, that's what every one of them looks like. Actually, I mean, I guess it's not what Jarvan and Ezreal look. They're just wearing like white suits. Like, they look like Disney characters. Can you pull it up on the side?
do you have pictures of it?
Here, 1 second. They also are releasing what is it? The project skins. That's cool.
Yeah. So, let's see. Project Akali, Fiora, Jin, Katarina, Vayne, and that's going to be the legendary. And we also have Blade Mistress Morgana, which is a new champion skin. Viridian Kale. I like Kale skins. I really do. Kale's design is one of my favorite in the game. We have Corporate Mundo, which is a legendary. That's what we were talking about before. Mecha Rengar and Mecha Kha'Zix. Something I'm really excited about, man. Earth is going to be phenomenally fun.
Did it update?
I'm not
I just
sure.
added at the bottom. Scroll down.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There it is. Scroll up. Scroll up. Scroll
Oh,
up. It was right underneath where you were at.
okay. Technical difficulty, folks. This is something new.
Right there.
Do I click it?
Yeah, no. That's it. That's just a picture
Oh,
of it. That's just the skins.
someone
They
said,
look like Disney characters. Why would they do that?
I don't know. Maybe that's a crossover with Disney Mobile or something. I have no idea.
Who knows?
A lot of people were complaining that Lux is getting a brand new skin, and she has the most skins in the game.
Her and Ezreal. Ezreal also has a ton of skins. I don't know why he got one.
I have no idea. Personally, I think what's your favorite Ezreal? Well, you might not know. Mine's Battle Academia.
I do like the Battle Academia one. That, and I also like the Star Guardian one.
Gotcha.
Where is it? Where
It,
is it here? I'm also adding a picture now of the Dunk Master Darius skin if it pops up right.
Well, I'm glad.
which is my favorite one they're releasing, and I don't even play Darius that much, but I might buy it. It might be on the next page.
Oh, let's scroll down. Oh, there we go. Dunk
There it
Master.
is.
Not
He
only,
has like he runs around with the hoop as his hammer or his axe or whatever. It'll be cool.
yeah, I think so too. I've seen it on League of Legends, and the idea that he jumps up in the air and just with the hammer and just slams it down on you, or the axe, excuse me, when I say hammer, as like dunking on you in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I would not want to play basketball against him.
Right. Right.
So after that, we've got Earth. Earth stands for Ultra Rapid Fire, and it's a new game mode in Wild Rift. Champions have an unlimited mana and greatly reduced ability cooldown. So grab your bingo card, hop in a cannon, and join us in all the fun. Just make sure to take care of your thumbs. This was an insanely popular mode on League of Legends. I'm glad that they're bringing it, and hopefully it'll be a permanent one because Earth was temporarily removed from League of Legends.
Oh, I'm really excited because this is like exactly what I wanted, like more ARAM style, extra types of games, and yeah, it sounds great. I've never played, but looks fun.
So now we're moving on to this week in Reddit. So, man, I never thought I would get so much support. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna pull it. How do I do that?
Did you post this?
No, no. Someone else posted it, but I responded to it. This comes from Red King Dre, and he got a lot of downvotes. It's got 230 comments on it. It says, in the last 2 days, I've noticed that people went to Rift Herald if they were sensible or straight up ignored neutral objectives, and that made me pull my hair out. I mean, Dragon's effects last until the Nexus explodes, so why won't people take the time or take them as soon as they spawn after calculating opponent's position, of course? I don't think Rift Herald is better than Dragon, even worse if both are ignored. Has there been a meta change which caused this phenomenon? Oh, look, hey, there I am, top vote with 80 upvotes. I said first Herald is more valuable due to the first turret gold. Dragons are fairly weak, 5% of 10 at
That's
a game versus.
so funny because I literally I saw your comment. I did not know it was you, but I like read the whole thread or whatever.
Yep. And my idea is if you can unlock the first turret gold, great. If you can unlock your first, not your first, but your laner that you choose to pop it in, that's more valuable than anything. Of course, this implies that you have a cohesive team that understands what they're doing. But if we're talking solo queue, you can't trust your team. So I think the ability for your top laner, mid laner, AD carry, whatever, to be able to roam and impact the map is going to be more beneficial early than whatever the bonus stats are from an early dragon.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, dragon buffs are great in game, obviously, but yeah, no. Whenever you want that, like whenever minute 4 hits, you have to basically like decide where you want the Rift Herald to go, because like you can just let it go, obviously, and pick to go team fight over dragon and ignore it. You can, but it's gonna go somewhere. It's rare that the Herald just gets ignored the entire time for it to expire. So you just have to kind of plan for it, especially as like a mid laner like Ziggs or someone, because you're so squishy, you have so little agency like in your lane as soon as that first tower is gone, that it's really stupid to just give it up. So I think that at least whenever I'm trying to play, I go for the Rift Herald first too.
Yeah, I do too. Unless first turret's down. In my opinion, unless first turret's down, then obviously prioritize dragon. Uh,
Right. Right.
this next post, because this was like a whole week's worth of posting, comes from our boy Liu Vijay. He's a big supporter of the podcast, so I definitely am glad he was the one that posted this. It's first objective, Dragon or Herald. This is a follow up, and it's a poll. It says, if given a choice of which to take for free, which would you choose? No, there's no. Take one after the other. Anyone can come up with gold value of Herald plus self plus team, assuming that you get one tower and all of its stacks, and or that of the dragons. I would put the wiki. I would, but the wikis are not as convenient as leagues. It's funny how there are people who would go for stats price inefficient item like DPM for the for the passive speed boost, but think that 5% movement speed from Dragon is nothing, or how 6% bonus damage is nothing, but spends 500 gold on Sword or Amp Tome. Ultimately, whichever objective my team is willing to group for is the one that I will take. Something is better than nothing. So apparently, the Mountain Dragon grants 6% of your maximum health as a shield after 5 seconds of not taking damage. Ocean Dragon grants 8% of your physical vamp and magical vamp. Cloud Dragon grants 6% bonus movement speed, doubled when out of combat. And Infernal Dragon grants 6% increased damage. So it's a poll. We have 2 options to pick, Dragon or Herald. Which one should we pick?
Wait, are we assuming that the first turret is up or down?
I don't know.
We'll just say it's up.
That.
I guess I would do Rift Herald then.
All right.
You just said that.
What the people said.
What's the results?
Oh no, I must be logged in to vote. Crap.
Well.
Last time I checked, Rift Herald won. Whoops.
All right.
That whole build up for nothing. Womp womp. But Rift Herald dragging out. However, this person here pulled up an infographic and did all the research for this one. This is a long post, but I think it's a valuable post.
Where's the infographic?
It is right here. Quarterfinals to finals, Horizon Cup infographic. The first dragon wins, and 70% of the matches reviewed. The team that took the first dragon went to win the match. As the first Herald, 60% of the matches reviewed. The team that took the first Herald went on to win the match. So we got about a 70 versus 60% odd.
Interesting.
Yeah. Less Dragon wins by 5%. Less Dragon wins. Only 1 in 20 matches did a team win while securing fewer dragons than the enemy team. Which that makes sense, right? Because if you get less dragons, but that doesn't speak towards prioritizing Herald or Dragon.
I also would say this doesn't even mean anything really for average players, because this is the best of the best, So I mean, even looking at these statistics, it's what's Michael Jordan doing? It's looking at the as you're looking at the best players. So it's it's not you.
Yeah, I agree. It's
these players aren't going to be in your games mostly.
Team of the best versus 5 random people in solo queue. But I will go on to say majority Dragons wins 90% of the time. It says in 90% of the matches, the team with more Elder Dragons secured 1. Elder Dragons were used to break ties, although very few matches ended with an Elder secured. Absolutely, Elder Dragons the most important buff in the game. But the info was from VODs reviewed at http://www.twitch.tv /Wild Rift Esports videos. So not entirely sure, but I want to shout out to that guy for putting it together, and his name is SpikesGG. So I actually asked him whether he thought it might have been because it was a cohesive team, and he didn't think it was. But oh boy, that was spicy of a week. This one was about the 10 ban system coming. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I actually am. I've learned at least at this point probably 4 or 5 mid laners I can play decent to good. So I'm ready. Ban them. Go ahead. Shoot for me.
This was a poll, and I'm not going to.
I am ready.
This was a poll from Ice Toys. 2. It says, to me, it's terrible. Can't play Master Yi in ranked anymore. More pre-pick bans, trollers, no one trick boasting. There will be champions and using PvP. Sad. In all reality, when I checked the poll, everybody was in favor of the 10 bans. It just helps everybody out. And
I'd agree.
Off. This is something that I'm not sure if you had a chance to look at when I sent you the Notes prior to this, it says which champion. Excuse me. This is from Diaz Ex Machina. Which are the three best champions for low elo players in each lane? Hello, everyone. I'm starting to play Wild Rift, and I was curious about which are the best champions for each lane to start out. I'm looking for characters that are fairly good in their role, but not too complicated to play. Thank you in advance for your answers and time. I will say that is the way to go. You go for ease of execution early while you're still learning how to play the game. Um, Top lane, who do you think is the easiest top lane champion to play successfully?
I mean, I guess probably Garen. He's a pretty safe one
Yep.
to play. I don't know. I don't know if he's easy really, but him. I like Gragas because Gragas has a knock up and a ranged attack, a dash. Like the armor or the when he drinks his big barrel. So I would probably say Gragas would be the one I would probably learn for top laner.
Yep.
That's also someone who doesn't play a lot of top lane. I don't know. Do you play more top lane?
I do. Tryndamere is solid. Garen's got
Mm,
one. Garen can carry you to probably Grandmasters. Um, Tryndamere is up there. Nasus. If you can learn to play Nasus, he's really easy to execute. You just farm. Make sure you farm. Don't die. Just farm, and you'll end up one-shotting everybody late in the game. So that you
yep.
carry from jungle. Rammus is really good. Amumu is ease of execution. Um, Bandage toss in, press ultimate, and destroy everybody. Following up, Lee Sin.
I would say probably also Vi in the junglers because even I play Vi sometimes in jungle and I do okay. I'm not
Yep.
a good jungler,
Yep.
so
Vi is phenomenal. Um, I was making a joke with Lee Sin. If anybody heard that, please don't pick Lee Sin at low levels. It's one of the most hardest mechanical champions to play correctly and to a peak potential.
mm,
However, if you want to, he's a great champion to one trick and learn how to play. So, um, but yeah, I would say Rammus for sure, just really easy. Amumu and Vi definitely. She's strong. She can carry. She can tank. Just a strong champion all around. Actually, the first comment is just go full degenerate and become a Rammus one trick, and you'll steamroll literally straight to plat. Oh boy, next one we've got some weirdest things that you've ever said to teammates. This was posted 2 days ago by Odd Loops. Odd Loop is a great song. What's the weirdest thing that you've said to a teammate? I told an A Soul player that he looks like a tapeworm because of the Ashen Lord skin. He didn't take that very well. What are some weird things you said to your teammates?
um, I don't know. I don't really just send I try to be generally positive now. I used to be really mean on there sometimes. Nothing in particular though. Nothing super weird.
No, I understand. I typically try not to talk to people that are below me, so that's a joke. I want to just go down some of these. Lord Chide of T says, "I will make you into soup, you overgrown turtle. Give me red buff." I said to Rammus support that took smite. Uh, let's see if we can pull it up. I'm not a cupcake. You will. Now we'll go to the next one. Report Leona for no skin during selection because she was the only teammate without skins. I didn't say much weird, but early on I decided to main support since I was bad at the game and came from playing healing in Overwatch. My second real game, I locked in Soraka, my main, and teammates said, "Hey, look, a support main who actually supports." I said back, "Yeah, I'm here to help." It's okay, I
That's a
forgive
pretty
you.
normal comment.
Yeah, like that's not really weird at all.
No, it's not. Wasn't even that weird.
It's okay, I forgive you. My microwave busted and my plane is flying. My teammates and enemies were so confused. I said sup gap when my Alistar was hard carrying with his constant roaming and yanking around the map. He thought I was offending him and said something like F off. Yeah, so just some pretty not that weird things. Maybe the microwave bursted and my plane is flying. That's kind of weird. But
It's definitely weird. Yeah, I guess the first one was the only one that had a real joke there.
Yeah. Uh, Moving on, champions to play to diamond. All right, this is posted 2 days ago. It comes from Competitive Elk 6102. It says, "Good champions steamroll until diamond. What is a good champion right now to stomp games in mid emerald? I've been playing multiple roles recently, trying to get a grasp of what is currently broken. So far, I can't really tell. I've seen Graves jungle stomping games, but besides that, I don't know. I'm mostly interested in lane champs, mid, solo, AD carry. What do you think would carry you until diamond?"
I don't know. I'm not diamond, so hard to
Uh,
say. I've been playing TF more aggressive. I even bought a skin. I have the Blood Moon Twisted Fate skin now, which is pretty cool. But I'm hoping that next season I'm definitely playing to try to get to diamond. I went from gold to emerald 3 this season, so
Yeah,
not bad.
you've really improved overall because now you're more consistent than flippy floppy. Um,
Mm-hmm.
for me, top lane champion that I'm playing to diamond, Garen, Tryndamere definitely. Mid lane Ziggs, Oriana. Um,
Yep.
jungle, Sin, Evelyn. For me, Gragas was a big one for me too. Um, Mid lane jungle, 80 carry, Kaisa Vayne. Um, and support Thresh, uh, Nami. Thresh, Nami, Senna for me personally.
And I've seen Thresh be a lot more popular of a pick lately too. I don't know if you've noticed that, but at least in my Emerald games and stuff, I've been seeing a lot of Threshes. So
The higher you go, the better the Thresh players are, and the more stuff he
yeah,
does. Um,
and they can like actually hit the hooks now, which really sucks. So
yep. Well, I'm surprised we're only 37 minutes into this. This might be a short episode. Normally we're like an hour long. Um, this one comes from Scrub Gamer 01 3 days ago. It says this one made me scratch my head. If you play Ashe top lane, stop. Just stop. It says Ashe versus Pantheon in Baron lane. And it says, "Am I doing something wrong? How do I defeat Pantheon as Ashe in Baron lane? He just throws his spears to poke endlessly. If you get close, he jumps and stuns plus auto attacks. How does the melee champ even out harass a ranged one? What are you doing wrong? You're playing Ashe in top lane against Pantheon. That's what you're doing wrong. Just stop and you'll be okay."
yeah, yeah, that's rough. 0 upvotes. Oh wait, upvoted by 50%. That just means that whoever they just had the same number of up and down votes. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
well, they could have been just been like trolling, that happens. But
That's absurd.
the the best answer was fuck Mochi. It's a short answer. Don't bring Ash into Baron Lane, unless of course you're known. No, you. Of course
You
you know what you. Unless of course you're know what you're doing, because that's a case that she could work. There's a case that she could work, but for the most part, just don't. If you want to use ranged champions on Baron Lane, here's a few recommendations: Teemo, Corki, TF, Action, Jace. It's hard AF though. You'll get easily counterpicked, especially on high elo. If you want an actual ADC in Baron Lane, I highly recommend this. Try out Lucian or Vayne. You'll get hate for this though. Don't ask why. Out of his list, Teemo for sure. Maybe not Corky, maybe not TF. Action for sure, Jace for sure, Lucian and Vayne for sure. All of them with long range abilities can and do work in top lane.
Yeah, especially I mean, if you're gonna play like an ADC, at least do one like Vayne or Lucian where you have an extra dash or like some movement, because Ash is you're just gonna get caught.
Yeah, it just I think they were trolling, but if not, please stop. Um,
Please.
so this one comes from Nico. I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. My brain's gone at this point after reading that last one. So what's the rank you've been hard stuck on for the longest time and found the most difficult to climb out of? So I've just reached diamond rank and it took a lot of time and effort. Fun fact: I changed role because I couldn't climb any further than Emerald 2 as a mid main, and I was getting sick of it. So I became a support main and managed to hit diamond. For me, I think I spent the longest time in platinum, but Emerald is a big one as well. What Emerald for you for sure.
Yeah, I'm stuck there. I would say, honestly, though, gold was probably the most difficult to climb out of, or like it's like one of the lower ones because sometimes you just get so many games back to back with just like absurd teammates. Because I was playing on my girlfriend's account. It was, I guess, basically a Smurf. She was trying to finish her wild pass, so I was just playing on there with like a bunch of silvers and stuff. And like there were multiple games that I would go in and I would be like 10 and 4, 10 and what 12. And like I would have teammates just going zero, like literally 0 and 8, like the flipped score of what I had, and it would be like three of them, and you're like, okay, well this is kind of silly. So you can't you definitely can't carry hard enough in some of those lower ranks, but I'm still stuck on Emerald, so I don't know.
Mine was Emerald. I spent most of my time in Emerald, or Platinum. Platinum could have been it as well. I think I finished first season in Platinum, second season in Diamond, baby. So, but Emerald was just so hard for me to get out of. I really wanted to play AD carry so bad, but like
Mhm.
this person, I realized I'm not good enough. I'm not mechanically good enough, and that's okay. I do have a lot of experience and knowledge, so I role swap to jungle. Now I can affect the map in other ways that I couldn't as an AD carry, and that allowed me to climb into Diamond. However, now I'll play a lot of support. But I want to go. I just want to spam Evelyn a lot. So, um, but yeah, and this next one and last one comes from Vance Refrigeration. It says thoughts on the Baron buff. Current Diamond 4 rank. I feel as if Baron buff is too strong in its current state. If our team is being dominated for the first 15 minutes, but we score a lucky Baron, we can run it down and end with 30 seconds to 1 minute. Sure, it feels good to come back in that manner, but it also feels a bit overpowered. Also, trying to fight a minion wave empowered by Baron is nearly impossible, especially the siege minions taking close to no damage. I know they recently nerfed this a couple of patches ago, but it all feels very unbalanced. Curious to what others think about this. What do you think? Is Baron too strong?
Eh, I guess I kind of see their point, but that's what I like about it. Is how like high stakes the Baron is because you could like technically stop them, technically if you all play exactly right, maybe. But like if it's like four of you versus five of them with Baron, or like three v any number disparity, you just are gonna lose. And even with Baron and all 5v5, you still are very likely gonna lose unless you just play way better than them after that.
Oh, whoops, whoops. Hold on. Sorry.
Technical difficulty.
Technical. This is
Just 1 minute. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think I kind of like how strong it is. I guess they could make it if they wanted to, like you're able to fight them off a little better. You can make like the minions just take more damage, but it kind of defeats the purpose. So,
Yeah, I
what do
agree.
you think?
I agree. I've seen games where Baron has done nothing, and I've seen games where Baron has ended it. I think it's a little bit too strong. So,
Hmm. No,
uh,
I would agree. It's a little too strong, a little bit, but it's supposed to be strong. That's the point.
yeah,
But
that's
I've watched multiple. I've been in games where we will get Baron, and everyone's like, "Okay, go to get the dragon next," and then they just want to like fight in the jungle, and you're
yeah.
like, "What do we? What? Why do we get Baron at all? What was the point of that?"
Break the towers, you idiots. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but with that, man, is there anything else you wanted to say before we sign off?
I guess shout out the new email address. Now that we've switched over to KDA, if any viewers want to write in.
Yeah, it's KDA Podcast Wildrift at gmail.com. Excuse me, KDA Podcast WR for Wild Rift at gmail.com. let us know. Follow us on Twitter and all that stuff. I'll put all the links down on the bottom. Please subscribe to YouTube. We are broke, and this is costing us money every day. I'm just kidding, but do it.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, please. It really does mean a lot. It really pushes us to keep going. Plus, you get other contents. I've started doing VOD reviews. So it's like Wild Rift coaching. So I do them completely free. So if you want to record a game and send it in and have us review it, if you're in a higher elo, I'll have our head coach do it with me. This way, you can have a competitive coach looking at your videos. And I started the top 5 plays series back, and that seems to be going pretty well. So we'll see how that goes from there. So like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Anybody listening on Spotify who's been here from the beginning, we definitely appreciate you. Hopefully this was still accommodating to you, even though you don't have the same visuals that you have on YouTube. Hopefully we didn't show anything or say anything that wasn't able to be understood through the medium of audio.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, thanks so much for listening.
And we'll see you guys on the Rift.
See you on the